Hey, it's Nikki. I wanted to introduce you guys to my friend Billy. Here he is. Billy and I actually have a lot in common. We both love eating chicken, hanging out with our friends, and taking long naps. Although we might not really look the same, Billy and I also have pretty similar bodies. This might seem like a strange thing to say, but I'll get back to it. I received a question from someone named Casey today. Let's give him a call.
Hi, Nikki. I was wondering, do animals have belly buttons?
Great question, Casey. Some animals do have belly buttons, but to determine which animals have belly buttons is a little bit more complicated. Remember how I was saying that Billy and I have similar bodies? I said this because dogs and humans are both mammals. Do you know what a mammal is? Pause the video and talk to someone near you about what they think. Okay, ready? Mammals are a category of animal that includes many of my favorite creatures, like humans, dogs, cats, elephants, dolphins, kangaroos, and platypuses. All mammals have a backbone, a four-chambered heart, hair, 3 small ear bones, specialized teeth, and a part of the brain called the neocortex. Another cool thing about mammals is that they often take excellent care of their young. Mother mammals feed their babies with special glands that produce milk, and most mammals have a live birth, which means that their mothers carry them in their bodies until they are ready to be born. Animals that have live births are called viviparous, from the ancient Roman word vivis, meaning alive. Compare this with birds, reptiles, and fish, which reproduce by laying eggs. These kinds of animals are called oviparous, from the ancient Roman word ovum, meaning egg. This brings us back to Casey's question. Viviparous mammals that carry their young inside their bodies until they are strong enough for the outside world are called placental, named after the special sac in which the baby grows. Since this growing process takes a long time, mother mammals need a way to feed their developing babies. Enter the umbilical cord. This special organ forms a direct connection between the body of the baby and that of its mother to make sure that nutrients and oxygen flow between them. After the baby is born, the umbilical cord falls off or is cut off. After it's removed, the scar that's left behind forms the belly button. Since all placental mammals depend on the umbilical cord for nutrition and oxygen before birth, all placental mammals have belly buttons. Humans have a very distinct-looking belly button, but the belly button of other placental mammals can look pretty different. Dogs like Billy, for example, have a flatter belly button. Apes like chimpanzees and gorillas have belly buttons that look more like ours. However, not all viviparous mammals give birth to fully developed live young, like humans. Some, like koalas, are marsupials that give birth to a tiny, helpless baby that continues to develop inside a special pouch on their mother's body. Marsupial umbilical cords fall off before the baby animal journeys into its mother's pouch. The cord is so tiny that it doesn't leave a scar, which means that marsupials like kangaroos, koalas, and possums don't have belly buttons. Even stranger are oviparous mammals like platypuses, which are known as monotremes because they lay eggs. Because monotremes grow inside of eggs instead of inside their mother's bodies until they are born, they do not have umbilical cords and also don't have belly buttons. In this way, marsupials like kangaroos and monotremes like platypuses are similar to reptiles, birds, and insects because these animals also lack belly buttons. So in conclusion, lots of animals have belly buttons just like humans. To figure out if an animal has a belly button, first think, is this animal a mammal? If yes, ask yourself, is this mammal placental? If the answer is yes again, then you've got yourself a winner. That's all for this week's question. Thanks, Casey, for asking it. And remember, there are mysteries all around us. Stay curious, and I'll see you next week.